Let your mind wander.
The Playfellow Workshop proudly presents a darling broadcast.
Welcome home. Ha ha ha. Oh, I mean, welcome in. You're here just in time for a darling broadcast. I'm your host, Wally Darling, here to soothe your restless ears with good news brought to you from our home to yours. I've been asked before why I'm the host, but I tell them it's because I'm the most darling one for the job.
You tell 'em, kid. You're a riot.
Thank you. On to the goings-ons. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The friendly face of our clock has spun. That means it's time we bid our home-warming season a heartfelt farewell as springtime springs into home once more.
Feels like he spun a couple of times too early, if you ask me. Whatever happened to asking a ground dog if he's seen his shadow before bringing in the spring? There just ain't any courtesy left in this town.
It's not too early if you were to ask the flowers.
You know me, Wally. I don't speak plant. It's the dark bane of my existence.
Don't worry, Barnaby. We know someone who does. Joining us now from our very own neighborhood are our very own nature newscasters. Hello, Julie. Hello, Frank.
Yoo-hoo!
Hello, Wally.
We're Julie Joyful,
And Frank Frankly.
and we're your nature newscasters. We're on the scene, bringing you the scoop from the soil.
And getting you in the know about the who's, what's, where's, how's, and why's of our local plant life.
Just in time for springtime.
So, what's the talk amongst the flowers, Julie?
Oh, what isn't there to talk about, Wally? So many buds have blossomed here at home, and they've been talking my ears off ever since they sprung up from the frost.
That's right, Julie. In fact, we're here speaking live from Julie's own home. The roses have so much to say, don't they? Is this thing on?
No, Frank. The flowers can't talk. They can only speak.
I'm not following.
They chitter, I chatter. They blither, I blather.
They gibber, you jabber?
So allow me to speak the language of the flowers.
Yes, of course. Pardon me?
Those two gave more than the greenery.
I'll start over. Springtime salutations. We're here with a nearby bushel of roses that have so much to say.
I'll say, no, me first. I'll tell you, Mr. Frankly, it's so lovely to be blooming in the same town as the Julie Joyful.
Is it? Even with the earlier springtime?
Especially for that. The early springtime wake-up call was just what Mother Nature ordered. Now home can see my beauty for even longer than before.
And beautiful you are.
Stop! You're making me blush.
But roses aren't the only bud in town that's come to flower. Our home outside home is surrounded by quite a colorful array. You there, what sort of flower are you?
That is madame to you. I am prestigious, elegant. I am a tulip.
So you are.
I am well known amongst the world of flora. Don't my beautiful petals conjure up images of grandeur? A headpiece, perhaps, worn by kings and queens of old?
Oh, I see it. Your petals look a bit like a crown. Yes, you all look very elegant.
Are you two admiring my springtime garden?
If it isn't Sally Starlet, home's most famous playwright.
Oh, a playwright, director, actor, star, and gardener.
How could I ever forget?
Please, Franklin, enough of your boasting about me.
That's not my name.
I want to know from the rainbow monster herself. Juliet, what do my lovely tulips have to say about my gardening?
As your nature newscaster, I'd be happy to translate. Miss Starlet has the delicate eyes of someone with delicate eyes.
Go on.
With the poise and grace of a refined theater enthusiast who is enthusiastic about the theater.
That's so true.
I don't see the correlation with theater and plant care, to be quite frank.
Shh, Frank, she's got more to say. The sunlight radiating off her is immaculate. She's like a tall glass of water if that glass of water were instead filled to the brim with sunshine.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Might I add, you have the sharpest points this side of the neighborhood, only second to your sharp wit.
Oh, no, stop. My face is warmer than when it warmed up in the atmosphere. I'm only kidding. Do go on.
You've heard it here live from Sally Starlet's own home. Flowers have been enjoying the sun and showing off their best. We may have to move on. I'm afraid this could take a while.
We've now made our way towards the smiling face of home's own clock tower, and where many more flowers have risen from their snowy slumber.
That's right, Julie. Even our locals have decided to spring into springtime. In fact, we're with one of home's own locals now, our one and only mailman, Mr. Deer.
Oh, he on the radio? Oh, gosh, I didn't get dressed up for it. Hi, Ma.
Mr. Deer, as a non-flower, how are you faring this springtime?
Fair to middling. I reckon everything looks just lovely. Pretty as a peach. Miss Joyful, you've plumb outdone yourself this year.
Oh, as your neighbor, I'm tickled pink. But as your newscaster, this little lady has to keep her head on straight. Mr. Franklin, the questions.
Yes, Ms. Joyful. Mr. Deer, you seem to be quite the flower enthusiast, even if you yourself are not a flower.
Indeedy I am.
What sort of advice do you have for your neighbors who are unsure of what to plant for themselves for springtime?
Well, gee, I say if you don't know what to put in your garden, think about planting something that really suits what kind of neighbor you are. Better yet, what suits your home. I'll tell you something, Mr. Franklin. My lavender makes the post office look so much more friendlier.
Fascinating. Do you have any parting words for flowers looking to meet new fauna?
Well, it's always tough making yourself known when you're just a little wildflower in a big garden full of so much color. I know what folks are obliged to tell themselves. What if you don't smell as nice? What if you don't got so many leaves? To that, I say you gotta tell yourself the right flower is out there for you, if you're willing to put yourself out there. There's not a pot too cracked that a flower won't fit.
As your favorite neighborly rainbow monster, that was so beautiful. But as your nature newscaster, I'll simply say that was a lovely sentiment. Frank, the questions.
Of course. Lovely sentiment indeed, Mr. Deer. But would you care to comment on your earlier happenstance with a local unhappy rhododendron?
Pardon?
That's right, Frank. We're here live with an angry rhododendron who claims the mailman with red petals nearly smooshed him into smithereens. That's right. I'm the rhododendron that was merely rhododone for.
What? Me? I was just doing my postmanly duties. Saying good morning to the flowers, delivering letters. I even had time to water some friendly faces along the way.
Wise guy, huh? Why, I ought to give you the good old 1-2, the 3-4, the 5-6. I ought to ring you round the rosy.
Wait, if you just let me explain. I'm real sorry if I almost got you.
Oh, you're gonna be sorry, all right?
Sorry he'll be indeed. Well, that's all we have to report for today. We've been your nature newscasters. We're always on the scene, bringing you the scoop from the soil.
And getting you in the know about the who's, what's, where's, how's, and why's of springtime.
I'm Frank Frankly.
And I'm Julie Joyful.
And we bid you a fond farewell. Don't forget to wave up high.
Julie. Oh, Julie, is that you again? I'm so glad you're back. You gotta talk to this little guy. Tell him I didn't mean anything by my clumsiness.
There ain't no Julie here to protect you from these leaves, you oversized blossom. Put 'em up! Put 'em up!
If you insist. But I'm not keeping my eyes open for this.
Whoa! You can't be doing that on the radio, eh, little buddy?
We can't?
No, think of the sponsors, kid. Speaking of sponsors, a darling broadcast is sponsored by Welcome Home's favorite cereal, Crispy Sweets. Deliciously delightful rice puffs coated in sugar as sweet as springtime itself.
Wow, I sure could go for a spoonful of
The sweet sugar taste of crispy
sweets. As a cereal, it's the most.
You said it, kid. Say, how do you enjoy your cereal?
With a slice of fruit, with a cup of coffee, with a spoon, with a bowl. Isn't that right?
I suppose, if you're one of those cereal with a bowl and a spoon types. But I'm telling you right now that it's out of style. It's all about eating with your mouth first.
Oh?
Yeah. You just get your snorkel, your favorite eating hat, and you go to town. Sure, there's a mess, but I say bless it.
Well said, Barnaby. Bless this mess. In other news, we have a special guest just for a darling broadcast. Or should I say, 3?
Who could have foreseen these special guests listed in our ads?
That's right. Let's welcome the grooviest band of rainbow monsters this side of the neighborhood. Franny, Jonesy, and Be Joyful of the Joyfuls.
Don't be frantic.
Are you jonesing for a good time?
And just remember to be
Joyful.
We're happy to have you all on with us.
We're absolutely ecstatic about it. It's fantastic.
Gratitude and thankulations for inviting us, Wally.
Yes, we're eager to spread our joyful vibrations to our listeners in and out of the soil.
Could you tell our listeners about yourselves?
Without a doubt. I'm Franny, the joyful keyboardist. As the snow melts and the rain pours down, you're not far from my springtime sound.
I'm Jonesy, the joyful bassist. Sprouting on up from the ground is key, but with my melodious tones, I make it easy.
I'm Bee, the joyful woodwind. When the clouds part and the sun breaks through, you'll feel my warmth come straight to you.
That's the most. With that, let's move on to our last segment, the joyful consultation. We'll be accepting calls from our neighbors in need of a helping hand during this springtime.
Copacetic.
Groovy.
Radiant.
Yeah, what they said.
Oh, my. Hello. Oh, I didn't think my call would get through. Oh, how exciting. I'm such a big fan. Sentiments from the Sediments is one of my favorite songs.
Yes, I like that one too. There's a lot to explore in the soil. Not many artists would go there.
Yeah, like, what's in there? The feeling of a memory? Or just some cool rocks? Maybe a bug? Maybe a bug with a memory?
Oh, we're grateful, beautiful. What's your question?
My question? Yes, my question. Let's see, Oh, well, firstly, my name is Poppy.
Whoa. Poppy, did you hear that, sis? We're speaking to the flowers. Josie's gonna be so jealous.
No, my name is Poppy, and I'm calling about my poppies.
Oh, so it's learned how to use the phone on behalf of the others.
Oh, how wonderful. We'll be able to help them directly.
Well, no. You see, my name is Poppy, but I'm a bird.
I don't see what being a young lady has to do with anything.
Can't you see it, brother dear? She wants the advice of another young lady.
Where did the poppy go?
She's transformed.
Oh, no. I think she was eaten right before our very ears.
No. I'm right here. I'm Poppy.
Oh, thank goodness. We thought you got eaten.
But thanks to our helpful advice, you were not. We were happy to be of service to you.
What? But I haven't gotten my question in.
May you shine like a sunflower, even as a poppy. Goodbye!
Next one, Wally.
Let's take our first neighbor. Caller, you're on the air.
Howdy do, it's Howdy Pillar here, owner of the Howdy's Place, the home of everything you need and everything you don't. Oh, sorry, I can't turn that off.
That's all right. As a working professional, you always have to keep up an image. Being joyful can be so strenuous for your leaves.
Speak for yourself, sis. I'm as mirthful as the meadows. You'll never never see a frown on this beautiful face.
I'll never see anything with how you style your petals.
Enough about us. How can we help you?
Well, you see, my storefront is the bee's knees, and I ain't talking about my brother-in-law. Thanks, Bon. This one's on the house. Anywho, I've been tending my garden just as good as the next fella. Water, fertilizer, sunshine, the works.
Oh, how lovely.
But I just can't get 'em to taste right.
What was that?
Yeah, they're awful leafy in an unawful way. Don't get me wrong. But there's way too much pollen. What do I look like, my brother-in-law? Thanks, Mark. I get paid by the comic riff. So, siblings 3. How does a caterpillar such as myself get the floral salad of his dreams?
The floral salad of your dreams.
This is an outrage.
That's right. This is not a cooking show. We're here to bring nature into bloom, not serve it up on a plate.
Oh, come on. A guy's gotta eat. Greens are a staple in every caterpillar's diet.
Greens? Oh, sisters, I think my locomotion's having a commotion.
Well, excuse me for having lunch.
You're very much excused. Make like a begonia in winter and be gone.
Sister dear.
Oh, I'll be all right. I'll be out of here. I'll be leaving. But I'll be eating. You better believe that. And I ain't referring to my brother-in-law. Thanks, Bon. Comedy comes in threes.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. The next one, please, Wally.
We only have time for one more guest. Let's take our next and final neighbor. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello, Wally. Julie.
Hi, Wally! And hello to my sweet saccharine siblings!
Is that our youngest sister here?
She's our sweetest, too.
Don't forget our most colorful. Julie, what could you need help with? You're one of us.
I wanted to say hi. I didn't get to earlier. We were busy being nature newscasters. Business calls for sacrifice.
How poetic. We should put it in a song. We'll call it The Dandelion's Day Job.
I like it. Flowers in the workplace toil when they should be in the soil.
Siblings, our minds are wandering. Save that for the cave.
Oh, yeah. Frank's got a question.
Yes, Frank has I have a question. My name is Frank. My flowers sometimes say I dress like a... Julie, how do you put it?
They call you a square?
Yes, a square. How do I dress so that my flowers think I'm fashionable? Do they prefer corduroy or denim, yellow-green or green-yellow?
Oh, what a good question. The answer is simple. It doesn't matter if you dress like a dweeb. A garden will always love you for who you are.
Bing bong. You're wrong, oh sis. If you're not with it, you'll be the laughingstock of your own fauna.
He's right. Think of the shame you would bring. A gardener without the charisma of what he tends. It's stem-chilling.
Oh, fair point. Consider asking your local rainbow monster for helpful tidbits on how to turn your wilting attire into a bouquet of color.
Yeah, Frank. Ask your local me.
Oh, all right. Fine. Then I'll wear the turtleneck. But I think it makes my neck look too long.
I think it's handsome, and it makes you look distinguished.
Yeah, Frankfurter, you'll be the most distinguished dweeb of the ball.
At least I don't dress like a circus clown who lost his pants.
Hey, this looks a timeless classic. Why don't you make like a daisy and uproot yourself and pack a little suitcase and get out of town?
Why, you...
Back to us. Julie, when are you going to finally join our band?
Yeah, sis. What's a rainbow monster band without its dynamite drummer?
Just think of it, sister dear. A colorful quartet pushing the seasons.
That sounds... Oh, no!
not done with Barnaby!
Joyfuls, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to help our neighbors with their needs today.
The pleasure was all ours. We're happy to have given back so much to our fans.
Yeah, we don't just take time out of our music manifestations for just anybody, Wally. Appreciations to you and yours for having us on.
We'd also like to give a special shout out to our little sister. We hope one day that our Julie Joyful will be a part of our family band, so that we can make beautiful music together.
But until then, we're signing off. If you ever want to catch us, just remember that if there's wilting abound,
just keep an ear to the ground.
And follow that joyful sound.
Thank you. How wonderful. This concludes our special airing of A Darling Broadcast, brought to you by the Playfellow Workshop in partnership with Crispy Sweets. We hope we soothed your restless ears with good news brought to you from our home to yours. Any parting words, Barnaby?
Yeah. Did you know another name for a friend is a bud? Just like a flower bud. We're just a couple of buds, Wally. But a pal ain't another name for a flower. Ain't that tragic?
Well said, Bud. We hope you have a wonderful evening, and don't forget to wave up high. Good night, and know that I love you very much.